How we doing today, folks? Today I'm gonna finally do a review on the Rampage Sport Rack that I did my first video on of unboxing it. Let me start off by saying that it took a little while because I was looking for a video editor and couldn't find nothing right now that suits me. And plus, as you can see, I'm in a crutch, so I'm a little banged up from some stuff. But I wanted to get this done, so let me start off with the first thing. If you remember from my unboxing video, the box was pretty damaged and everything else. Well, after installing it, which wasn't very hard, actually pretty straightforward, simple, which I'll show you in a minute, I found a couple problems that we had with this. So I wound up emailing the person I bought it from, the seller on eBay, which they told me to get a hold of the manufacturer, which is Rampage. At first, the seller didn't really want to cooperate too much. Rampage, as soon as I got a hold of them, they were willing to pretty much cooperate right off the bat. So they seemed like they did pretty good. They offered for me to send the shelf back and they would replace it. But I kept it because I didn't feel like taking it back out. Not that it's hard, but and from emailing back and forth and trying to get a hold of everybody and everything else, I wound up getting a set screws and everything else that I needed. But I'll show you what was wrong with it, what I replaced, and just kind of show you what I did with it. So here we go. So first things first, you can see right here there's a tack weld, which I think I pointed that out in the first video. It is not connected to the bar here, and that's a manufacturer's defect because it's powder coated and there's powder coat in between. I don't really care, so it didn't really bother me much. Now to get to the other part of this, I can put it all the way up, which that's a nice feature, all the way up. You have to set these latches here. There's a set screw here. There's two in here on this collar, two in here on this collar, and one there. All the set screws were stripped out. I couldn't tighten them. I couldn't do anything. Also, one of these screws, I forget which one it is. Actually, it's this one because it's missing. I didn't put it in. Didn't really feel the need. But that's stripped out. Again, didn't really bother me. Didn't hurt the function. So let's get back to the shelf. As you can see, you have these brackets here. They pretty much just bolt in. Then, well, you can see my little camp chairs down there. Brackets go down and they bolt down to the seat, which you can see on this side. You unbolt it, bolt it in there, comes up. Put these brackets on, put this bracket on here and bolt it here. Keep everything loose so you pretty much get it in. The shelf itself just bolts in with a bolt here and a bolt here, which is another reason why I chose this, because now if I want to take it out for whatever reason, if I need to put something in, it's only 2 bolts and this gas strut, which is really nice. It's not hard, it's not too bad, helps you kind of lift it, and it helps it kind of stay in place. Now, so my thoughts on this, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I love it. I love it. Being able to go fishing with it, I was able to put my fishing rod leaned up against here, put my stuff here, versus having to lean down here, work on the floor. I'm pretty much at stomach height, actually a little higher, almost chest height, and it's perfect. It's great for grocery shopping, everything else, stuff like that. It's sturdy. Now I added this motorcycle bungee. It is slippery. It's a slippery surface. So I think adding this, it kind of helps keep some stuff, but I put it on for the simple fact is that, you know, if I put something on there and I want to clamp it down, I can put this here, tighten it underneath, and you can store whatever you want. I just have these hooks off for now, just so it doesn't stay fully stretched out. Other than that, I mean, everything else seems quality. I mean, it's solid. It doesn't move. I can pull on it, yank on it. The only other thing I can say about it, that I forgot about all the negatives, which wasn't, like I said, necessarily Rampage's fault. I believe that this was a used unit, and I got it used. Apparently, you can tell by the box that it was. There were some scratches here and there. Like I said, I'm not going to dwell on it. I kept it. Doesn't bother me because I'm using it, and I'm going to use it for what it's intended for. So it's going to get scratched up or whatever anyway. But there is one thing, and I still cannot find it. We went on a trip, which actually I'm going to upload another video on YouTube of that, of going to Acadia National Park in Maine. I'm going to try and upload a couple videos of that later on. But while traveling, it was great. This is a tote that has my gear in it for, you know, toe straps, jumper cable, stuff like that. So this always stays in. And I have these couple little smaller, they're just little tripod, cheap seats. They're always in here also for fishing, whatever. But I was able to put another pretty nice sized tote in here, along with a cooler and a bunch of other stuff on top here. Pretty much all the way to the roof. I even had stuff loaded around the back and between the roll cage. The only thing that really annoys me is there's enough weight on here that when you're driving, you don't hear it really necessarily rattling. There's enough weight there. I mean, I gotta pull up on this pretty hard to do that. But for some reason it squeaks, and I can't get it to do it now. When you're driving, it's like really annoying. And on our 10 plus hour drive up to Maine, listen to that for 8-9 hours is really annoying. Now, I did find that after I have this down, that if I just take this latch right here and I just go like this, for whatever reason, if I just go like that, it pretty much stops. I did try putting a little bit of grease on these hooks here, smeared a little bit on here. Actually, if it feels dry, maybe I should try that again. But it actually hasn't been squeaking that much either now. So I'm not sure what the culprit is on that. But hopefully I'll find it one day. Other than that, I haven't really, you know, abused it. Not yet anyway. But eventually I might. There's a couple little scratches and stuff on here. But another reason why I like it is when you close the tailgate. Oh, got my CB antenna on. And when you close the tailgate, if you have something big in there, unless somebody really knows about the latch, it'd be hard to kind of get at things. And unless people really are, you know, kind of flip the seat down and try to steal your stuff. Obviously, you can get it that way too, but just to walk by and grab something would be a little hard versus not having a shelf in here. For the guys with soft top, stuff like that, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, necessarily put high dollar equipment in the back of this thing, but you know, it could kind of be a deterrent a little bit. It's a nice height. The only thing I do wish that it did, and that's only because of how I'm setting my Jeep up, is I wish that you could adjust the height here and lift this, raise it up higher. because that way you could get a you know, a fridge freezer in between there. But I think I found something that will cure that. I'm doing a little more research on that, and you might find that in a later video. So for now, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember, do something outdoors. But also, later to come, let me look at here on the side. This is my Jeep, by the way, which I'll be doing a little video on at some point when I get around to it. Obviously, I'm not fast at things right now. I have a winch and everything on it. I have a lift kit ready to go. That's for a later video. Again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like. Thank you very much. GoPro, stop recording.